Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm pretty good. What can I help you with?
Got a piece of rock and roll history for you here.
Okay. It's definitely an old case.
It is. So, this is a 1941 Gibson SJ200. It was owned by Stephen Stills of the band Crosby, Stills and Nash.
That is cool. I feel like I'm in the movie Pulp Fiction and they open up the briefcase.
I am a guitar collector, and I bought the guitar in an auction a few months ago. I was thrilled and a little bit terrified because it was expensive, but I'm looking to sell it today because that's kind of my hobby. I buy and sell guitars, so I'm looking to make a profit here.
I'm sort of amazed. Everyone who was around in the 60s knows Stephen Stills. He was a guitar player, played for Buffalo Springfield. What It's Worth, that was the name of the song. I mean, literally, it was considered the rebellion hippie anthem of the 1960s. If you heard the song, you would remember it. Went on to create Crosby, Stills, and Nash. He's still alive, he's still playing. He's literally an icon. If he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'd be shocked.
He was actually the first person to be inducted twice into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He was inducted first for Buffalo Springfield and then for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young on the same day.
His music helped literally shape part of a nation. And you have, like, documentation this was Stephen Stills?
I do have the bill of sale, so when he sold it to the collector that bought it from him, he signed a bill of sale. I have that.
So you have the bill of sale on you, or?
It's in the case here. So it looks like he had a music studio sell it for him on consignment, from what I can tell.
Okay. Just typed it up on an envelope. That's
It's very professional.
Criteria Recording Studios, bill of sale. This is to verify the sale of a Gibson J200 guitar, 1940, from the personal collection of Stephen Stills for the amount of $1,200, and it looks like it's signed by Stephen Stills. You know what? It adds a little bit to it.
It does, I agree.
Yeah. To me, that makes it a little bit more authentic because if you're going to fake it, who the hell would do that, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I love this guitar. It's really interesting, but I have to be careful. So if everything checks out, this thing could be a serious jackpot. It looks like someone did refinish this at one point. It doesn't look like the original lacquer on all of it.
I don't believe it's been refinished. I think it's got a light overspray on it.
Okay.
And there's a big difference in value as far as a refinish. In a refinish, they strip all the finish off, sand it.
Okay. It just looks like there's been some work done to it. Okay, this is a beautiful pre-war Gibson, which makes it worth money. It belonged to a rock icon, which adds a lot of money, and I assume you know that.
I do. I do.
I would absolutely love to get my hands on this guitar. It's beautiful, it's rare, and it was owned by a rock and roll legend. But it almost seems too good to be true, and there's nothing that worries me more than that. So what do you want for it?
I'm looking to get $110,000 for it.
Ooh, that, sounds like a lot.
That is a lot.
Tell you the truth, I don't know if that's a ridiculous number or a fair one, because I know about guitars, but I don't know everything about guitars, and it starts getting weird when they get this expensive. You know, there's just 1,000,001 questions I have to ask. What are these currently going for? Just the guitar by itself? What does Stephen Stills add to it? Was it just a guitar that was sitting in the corner of his studio that he never played? So I'm gonna call in my, my buddy Jesse. This guy knows everything there is to know about guitars, and maybe we'll do business.
Okay.
Hang out.
Sounds good. I'm a little bit anxious about what Jesse will have to say, but I'm confident that he'll get it right.
You do not see these. It's the 1941 SJ200. It was their highest-end guitar. They introduced this model in 1938, went to war, and they stopped making them. I mean, this is it. This is the Holy Grail. Do you mind if I...
Go ahead.
This is a really, really cool one.
It's almost too good to be true. That's what I'm looking at, especially looking at the back of it.
You can see it's had a couple of crack repairs and stuff, so it's kind of par for the course with a guitar this old. Whoever did it did a really good job, which is everything. They didn't gob a ton of finish on it. It's actually still pretty thin, which is what helps the character of these guitars sound so good.
And he has some documentation saying that this was owned by Stephen Stills.
Wow. That's cool. That's really cool.
It's got to add something, right?
Yeah, it does a lot, actually. I mean, you don't see a lot of his stuff around for sale. Mind if I strum a chord or two on it?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I just want to hear what it sounds like, man. It's not every day you get to play one of these. At the end of the day, ultimately, they're meant to be played, and this one is an exceptional player and sounds amazing. So, what are you worried about on this one?
What's it worth?
It's an expensive guitar, man.
Okay.
I mean, the guitar on its own is probably worth anywhere between 75 and 90 grand just by itself, without the Stephen Stills thing.
Is that right?
So, what does Stephen Stills add to it?
Stephen Stills could add another 20, 30,000. You know, that's a retail price.
Okay.
You know?
That's
what
definitely a range.
Yeah, this is it. This is the one. If you're gonna buy one, this is the only one that's available.
All right. Thanks, man. I'm gonna get this figured out.
No problem, man. That's
You're the
a cool
best,
one. Thanks, man. That's cool. That's a good one. See you later. See ya.
I was looking for a rag, actually, to wipe the drool off the guitar. Jesse was getting a little bit close there.
I mean, what's your best price on it?
Well, give me 110. We'll make it a deal.
110's not gonna happen. It's just not. I'll give you 80 grand.
I can do 90. That's gonna be my...
I think you can do 80.
I don't think I can do 80. I can do 90. That's my line, man.
I'll give you 85. I cannot go anymore. I can't.
I've got to have 90.
Okay. Change your mind. Call me.
85, man.
All right. All right, cool, man. Let's do some paperwork. You'll have cash, and I'll have a guitar I gotta sell.
Okay. Well, that was actually higher than my bottom line, but I try to be a tough negotiator myself, and I thought it was a fair price. So with 85,000 bucks, I'm gonna go buy some more guitars.